Welcome to the WrestleMania 39 main event preview here on the WrestleChat Podcast with me. I'm the AntMan, and in this episode, I'll be discussing the highly anticipated match between the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, for the Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. It is a title that Roman has held for well over 900 days now, rapidly approaching 1,000. Cody Rhodes, in a sense, the prodigal son who returned after his run through New Japan and the independents, as well as the startup of AEW. You know, without Cody leaving the WWE in the first place, there may not even be an AEW. But before we get to the finish of WrestleMania 39, let's rewind a little bit to the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 38 last year. See, Cody came out to state his intentions of capturing gold. It was something that had slipped through his father's fingers back in 1977. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He held that WWF title above his head, but only for a brief moment. You see, it was taken away as the finish of his match ended when the then champion Superstar Billy Graham was counted out. With Superstar being the champion, he had the champion's advantage, and that states that you can't lose the title in the event of a countout. Cody shared the photo of his father Dusty. They're as close as he'd ever get to that title on that date. He shared that the photo sat on his father's mantle up until the day that the dream passed away, having never lived to put his hands back on that particular title belt ever again. What an inspiration. What motivation for a young man who looked up to his father to aspire to achieve something that, he never could. It was something that has eluded Cody up to this point. Roman Reigns, currently on the most impressive title run of the modern era, looks to be unstoppable. And coming up on Sunday, April 2nd, I believe we'll see a new irresistible force meeting an immovable object. Roman Reigns, a train that seems to be unstoppable, colliding with a mission in Cody Rhodes that can't be denied. But what if he is? I mean, what happens if Roman can't be stopped? What if Cody's mission to come back and slay the head of the table is thwarted? Even worse, what if at the end of the match, Cody's hand is raised, the title is wrapped around his waist, and he's announced as your new, undisputed, Universal Heavyweight Champion, only to have it taken away on a technicality, just like his father. What then? Listen, I want to invite you to join me here every week, every Saturday on the WrestleChat Podcast. Me and some of my friends are going to hang out. We're going to talk about the previous week's events in pro wrestling, and our very first episode will be coming up as a preview of WrestleMania 39. My friend Michael's going to join me here on the show. We're going to talk everything WrestleMania 39 for a preview for Saturday and Sunday's big events. It's going to be a fun show, and I think we're going to do things a little bit different on this podcast than what you hear on some others, and we'll fill you in on that first podcast. And so I hope you'll join us, hope you'll subscribe, hope you'll tell your friends, and more importantly, I hope you'll get involved. Join us back here on Saturday, April 1st for the very first episode of the WrestleChat Podcast.